All right, what's going on, guys? Hope everybody is doing well. I ran across this article from the New York Post. I actually saw it on the cryptocurrency subreddit. And if this isn't the biggest amount of FUD I've ever read in my life, that or either Jonathan Trugman is woefully uninformed about cryptocurrency, or he did not see what happened with the internet um, over the last 2 decades to kind of see where this whole blockchain slash cryptocurrency thing is going. Um, but as you'll see, this article is written by somebody that is very, very, very much not informed about where this whole space is going and where the value lies in the blockchain space. Let's go ahead and check it out, starting right here. Last week, we saw Bitcoin, the great hope of cryptocurrency, skyrocket to over $13,000. It was in the vicinity of $3,200 as recently as December. Why? Maybe it was Facebook's new venture into creating its own digital currency, Libra. Although, if that were to be successful, how would it offer any type of validation of Bitcoin is beyond me, and a whole lot of smart people on Wall Street. Um, this statement here, just starting off, I don't think that Bitcoin was rising in price long before Facebook had their announcement. But saying that something like Bitcoin, which is the very first cryptocurrency to the very first decentralized cryptocurrency in existence, would not be would not become beneficial to the fact that Facebook is also creating a cryptocurrency is kind of stupid. So to not see that a big company like Facebook, worth billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars, wouldn't be validating Bitcoin because it's basically saying, oh, there might be something to this whole cryptocurrency thing. Let's create one. How that doesn't validate Bitcoin is really beyond me, and I'm not sure how he's not able to put that together. But as you'll see in the article, he has even more missteps to come. In fact, it might spell the beginning of the end for Bitcoin. There are almost no major Wall Street investors of substance with meaningful track records who have invested in Bitcoin. There are plenty. I mean, the Grayscale Trust I think it owns 1% of all Bitcoin, and it's getting new investors every day. We've got word that Backed, the New York Stock Exchange, Fidelity, all these companies are coming into crypto. So, you know, you can almost say that this article is that he knows what he's doing. He knows that this is wrong, and he's just putting this FUD out there, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, just to try and push the popularity of cryptos down. To me, it's fool's gold. There are no financial statements, no balance sheets, no revenues or assets. There's not even a physical product. This is unbridled lunacy in which some astute techies take advantage of what will ultimately be some very unfortunate people. This is just simple thinking again. Real investors do meaningful, mundane, monotonous research in order to determine the viability of a company's stock or a country's currency. To do research on Bitcoin, what is it you should even look at? You can't even melt it down and use it for jewelry. Obviously, to do research on Bitcoin, you would have to get into blockchain and the technology associated with Bitcoin, proof of work, the hash rates, or types of encryption used, the hashing involved. There's a lot that can be looked into. So obviously, Bitcoin derives a lot of its value from the technology that makes it decentralized. But again, I'm not even sure if he's being serious with this statement too. It seems like statement after statement, he's just making a fool of himself. And who's there when things go wrong? The Treasury, the FDIC, or the Fed? Nope. And things have gone wrong numerous times. And this is, by go wrong, I'm not sure what that even means. The Bitcoin blockchain has never been hacked. It's never failed. It's got an uptime of well past the 3 nines, I believe. So, I'm not even sure what he's trying to say there. Plus, what's the advantage of using it unless you're doing something illicit or illegal? Here's that famous statement that everybody uses about Bitcoin. Well, why do you have to use Bitcoin? You must be doing something illegal. You must be money laundering or buying drugs. This isn't 2010. This isn't 2011. It's 2019, and Bitcoin has grown beyond this, black market, dark web, so to speak, area of the internet. Why not use PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, or conventional debit or credit cards? Obviously, he doesn't understand the decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies, and again, it's just a lack of knowledge. Facebook's Libra at least has the backing of Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and a few others. And the way it's been initially described, there are accounts with assets or credit scores behind each transaction. Whatever. I think he's, again, not getting the point that there shouldn't be any entity behind the ability to make a payment to somebody else. We're going back to, a store value, making a payment, something like gold, but it's digital. But even so, Libra seems a solution for which there is no problem, although it will benefit Facebook's bottom line. The fact that he doesn't see the problem, again, this guy is woefully misinformed. On the other hand, Bitcoin, which I call the Tinker Toy currency, is just insanity. Apparently, a whole bunch of people urgently need a financial literacy education, not to mention a great big dose of common sense. So I kind of look at this article the same way that I look at articles about the internet in the early 2000s, the late 90s. There's a famous clip on the web about email addresses, and I think it was like Good Morning America or something, where they were talking about emailing somebody, and they're like, what's this internet thing? How does it work? And why would anybody type an email and send it to somebody? They're completely missing the point. They're missing the fact that, opening up value transfer to move like information over the internet is the next step in finance. And people like this are going to be left behind. I'm not sure this guy's generation, obviously he does look older. He might be a boomer, maybe an older Gen Xer. But man, this article is just 100% FUD. And I'm not sure exactly if it was on purpose or if this guy really feels this way. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, but I really wonder sometimes if there are people out there that are purposely trying to push down crypto assets and keep a negative stigma on them in the media. But that's all I got for this article. Thanks. Have a good one.